What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, and in this video, we're going to be checking out the Hollyland Lark M2S. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is the Hollyland Lark M2S, and I'd like to thank Hollyland for being kind enough to send this out to me to cover here in the channel. Now, if you have been following my channel for a bit, you probably know I already covered this on YouTube Shorts, but that's actually my wife's microphone. So my wife is also a content creator, so she worked with Hollyland first, and then Hollyland reached out to me to see if I wanted to have my own M2S. And I actually really liked the mic, so I took them up on that offer, and here we are right now. Now, they do have a few configurations available. You can see this one is USB-C to Lightning. That's no problem because there's still a USB-C adapter. I don't currently own any Lightning products, thankfully. But if you happen to, then just know that you can buy one still with Lightning. And I record most of my videos with an Android device anyway. In fact, I'm recording right now with my Galaxy S25 Ultra, so I definitely appreciate that cross-compatibility between iOS and Android. We'll open this up right now. And one of the things I especially like about this microphone is how small it actually is. We do have a product card here, then we have the case, and then inside of here is the microphone. And then there's another pouch in here. So we've got USB-A to USB-C, we have some wind filters, we've got a microphone cable, so this will be great for my traditional cameras. And then there is a USB-C to Lightning, and then we'll open this up. And you can see the case itself does charge with USB-C, and then open up the case for the first time. We've got a couple items here. So the first thing we have here is a receiver for a traditional camera. So you just take this microphone cable, plug one end into here, and then the other end in your camera. And then we also have a shoe mount right here. I also like with this that we do have gain control with this dial. There's also some indicator lights there to show you that one or two of the mics are connected. So that's awesome. So you'll always know that you're actually getting audio. And then I also like that it does still have USB-C. So if you want to connect this to your computer, you could do that with a double-sided USB-C cable. Or if you have USB-A on your computer, you can use this cable. And then with that, you can basically use this microphone with your computer. And then these pins in the bottom allow the case to charge the receiver. Now we've got the other receiver here. This is the USB-C receiver, obviously. You can see indicator lights for each mic. And keep in mind too, you don't have to have both microphones connected at a time. You can leave one of the microphones in and then another on yourself, and that's no problem at all. You'll just see one light indicated. But having two mics is certainly nice for multiple reasons, especially if you're doing a podcast or an interview, it's great for that. And this is pretty cool too, that there is actually USB-C on this receiver, but then this end right here would go into your phone. And then finally, the moment you've been waiting for, we've got the actual microphones themselves. So what makes the Hollyland Lark M2S so good is that just this part needs to be seen on your shirt. And then here's the other microphone, but once I put the microphone on me, this will make a lot more sense. So just like everything else, these charge in here as well. So I love this AirPod style charging case. This is definitely becoming kind of the industry standard at this point, just because it's so convenient. And you always know too that your microphone is charged and good to go. There's a little bit more protective film on the inside, so I'll remove that right now. So not everything fits in this case. So you still have all these various cables and accessories, but I understand they can't fit everything in here and still have the case be a compact size. But for the most part, you're probably just gonna be using what's included in here and nothing else. It is still cool though that they do give us this pouch so you can put everything in it, so that everything's in one place, so you can always find what you're looking for. Another thing I recommend too is that you should just plug in this case with everything connected to it and just let everything charge for a little bit before using it for the first time, just to make sure that you're good to go from the get-go. Now for this test, I'm actually gonna take the USB-C receiver. I'm gonna plug it into my Galaxy Z Flip 7, and you can see we're now getting power to the receiver. And then from there, you can remove the microphones from the charging case, and then the indicator lights will show which mics are connected. So you can see they are both illuminated blue, which means that both microphones are currently connected to this receiver here. Now I'm going to put one away because I don't need two on me right now. And you can see the light is now blinking after I put that one away. And this is really cool and very unique. I haven't actually seen this before, but there's a USB-C port on this receiver, so you can actually charge your smartphone while the receiver is connected to your device. So this microphone does support noise cancellation, which is really cool. Simply press on the orange button one time, and if the light switches over to green, the noise cancellation is enabled. And then along with that, the receiver light right there will also be green. So I'm gonna test this first without noise cancellation, and then we'll try noise cancellation. So here's an audio test with no microphone connected. This is just with the built-in microphone in my smartphone. So next, I'll be switching over to the Hollyland so you can see what the quality's like. And now the microphone is connected. So this is what it sounds like when it's really close to you. But of course, the proper way to wear it is to put it on your shirt And that's really where this microphone shines. So the small end here is the microphone, and this is so convenient having such a small microphone. First thing is, you forget that it's even on you because it's very light. It doesn't weigh down your shirt or anything like that, which is really cool. I certainly cannot say the same about other wireless microphones where they really do weigh things down. So now I'm further back from the camera, but since this is a wireless microphone, it's the same audio quality. And then now I'm gonna try out the noise cancellation. Now, I'm not in a room that's noisy at all, so I don't really need noise cancellation in this environment, but certainly if you're out in public, that can be very convenient and can come in handy. But I'm gonna tap on this orange button one time. It switches the light over to green, and then now I'll put the microphone back on me. So this is a test with the Hollyland Lark M2S, and this is with the noise cancellation mode enabled. But even having a noise cancellation feature is something that I don't see very often with wireless microphones, and especially in this price segment. But I hope you enjoyed this video with the Hollyland Lark M2S. Again, thanks Hollyland for sending this out to me, and I'm really excited to continue to use this microphone as part of my setup.